Action!
When someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But sometimes something so bad happens that the soul cannot rest.
Some movies just shouldn't be rebooted. Jaws, for instance, or The Godfather, or Die Hard. Remaking any of those classics would be a crime against humanity, worthy of prosecution at The Hague. While 1994 gothic superhero flick The Crow probably doesn't belong in such lofty company, it absolutely falls into the category of movies that should never get a remake. And it's a no-brainer. When the lead actor of a movie dies on set in horrific circumstances, as Brandon Lee did on The Crow, it instantly becomes untouchable. Lee, who was the son of the legendary Bruce Lee, died towards the end of the production when a gun being used on set fired a real bullet into his abdomen. He was only 28 at the time, but the tragedy combined with the gothic themes of the film made it one of the most significant movies of the era. Rewatching it now, it's impossible to ignore similarities between Lee's performance as the undead superhero Eric Draven and what Heath Ledger would later give us as the Joker in The Dark Knight. Just like there are laws that stop you from desecrating a wartime shipwreck, which are considered submerged tombs for the fallen, rebooting The Crow now feels like pissing on Lee's grave. Technically, there's also been standalone sequels and computer games, so the original IP has been peed on a bunch of times, but a true remake just hits different. And for what? We all know it's a shameless money grab.
And killed you?
Yeah, you did.
We have a problem. He came for us.
Unfortunately for Lionsgate, there hasn't been much money, with a measly $6.8 million opening weekend in North America, which makes The Crow one of the biggest box office bombs of the year. To put it in perspective, the epically shit Madam Web earned $25.9 million. Madam Web, for those who missed it, made no sense, was filled with average performances and crappy CG effects. The latest iteration of The Crow makes it look like Citizen Kane.
Let's try that again.
Adapted from the original comic book series by James O'Barr, the new film replaces Lee with Bill Skarsgard, who's best known for playing the demonic clown in the reboot of Stephen King's It. Now, I'm not saying Skarsgard can't act, but The Crow proves the acting gene doesn't always run in the family, because he really isn't in the same league as his old man Stellan or his big bro Alexander.
I will avenge you, father. I will save you, mother. I will kill you, feel it.
Not that The Crow is all his fault. He doesn't get much help from his love interest in the film, played by musical innovator FKA Twigs. We're supposed to believe these two have a love so strong it transcends death itself, but the shallow characterizations ensure that nothing in this film will die quicker than the audience's interest. Director Rupert Sanders attempts to make up for this with gore so gratuitous it'll make you wonder if the classification board left early before slapping the MA15+ rating on. As a viewing experience, The Crow is about as bad as you'll find this year. And now, I always try and keep it professional as a reviewer, but I gotta be honest with you guys, The Crow just f***ing sucks. 1 star.
And cut!